Hello everyone. Once again, welcome back to another session of some basic concepts of social science video lecture. And now it's time for video lecture on the social groups and types of groups. And in a previous video lecture, we had already discussed about the concepts of society, community, and also we had discussed about what is social group and what are the characteristics of social group, what are the importance of social group, why we need the social group for living our life, and what are the functions of social group, what is the different classification on basis of different social group, and also we had discussed about the primary group, the characteristics and elements of primary group, characteristics and elements of secondary group, and also we had discussed on the differentiation between the primary group and secondary group. And now in this lecture we will discuss about the other different types of groups of the social group, and also we had discussed about on the basis of classification of size, organization, and in this lecture we will discuss about the classification and basis of the identification, and we will discuss about mainly on reference group, in group, out group, and formal and informal group. First we will discuss about reference group. Actually, what is reference group? In such a complex society, a person may be a member of one group but prefer membership in another. In a small folk society, the distinction between membership group or reference groups is less common and may be non-existent. Group that serves as a reference point for an individual in the formation of his or her beliefs, attitudes, and behavior. Reference group means when in such a complex society a person is may be a member of one group and prefer for member of another group. At that time that group is known as reference group, and when we are member of a group and when we are choosing another group for our membership, then that is known as reference group. And at a time we can be member of a reference group of many numbers of reference group, as like as when we are working in a voluntary organization and we want to work in another voluntary organization, at that time we are member of both the voluntary organization, and this is known as the reference group, when we are member of a group and at that time we want to member of another group. And in reference group there is belief, faith in between the members. And also in a small society there is the differentiation between the membership group, that is reference group, and there is less common and maybe non-existence of membership. And in reference group there is non-existence of the membership of a member, because in a reference group when we are member of a reference group and we have no interest to working in this group and we don't want to work continuously in this group and we want to leave that group, then we can leave that group, and at any time we can leave a group as our wish. And in a reference group there is the existence of membership is very uncertainty, and also we can be a common member of different groups at a time. Next is definitions of the reference group. According to Akbar Nimkov, groups which serve as points of comparison are known as reference groups. They have further added that the reference groups are those groups from which we get our values or whose approval we seek. According to Akbar Nimkov, group means when we serve as a point of comparison and there is a comparison between one and another member of a group, and when in a group we seek value, we seek or we need the care, affection from others, and that is known as reference group. And in a reference group, there is no limitation of members, and sometimes there is no guidelines for leave the group in a reference group. According to Hutton and Hunt, a reference group is any group to which we refer when making judgments, any group whose value judgments become our value judgments. They have further said groups which are important as models for one's ideas and conduct norms can be called reference group. And according to Hutton and Hunt, reference group means any group which we refer when we making any judgments, and any group whose value judgments become our value judgments and equal to our value judgment, then that is known as reference group. And they have further said also, when a group are important as models for one's ideas and they are conducting the norms and they are following the rules and regulations, that is known as reference group. And also reference group is that further added when we get our values and when we approval our seek, then that is also known as reference group. Then we will discuss about types of reference group. Sociologists have identified two types of reference group, and these are, first is positive reference group and next one is negative reference group. And first we will discuss about the positive reference group. Actually, what is that type of group? These are the ones we want to be accepted by, and thus if we want to be a film actor, we might carefully observe and imitate the behavior of film actors. These are the groups. Collectivities or persons that provide the person with a guide to action by explicitly setting norms and exposing values. And positive reference group means where there is positive response of the members, and when we want to be accepted the group. And when we want to be a film actor, then we have to work carefully and observe and imitate the behavior of all the other film actors. And these are the groups. And where there is collectivities or persons that provide with a guide to action for the person. And when we want to be a member of a group, and when there is our wish and will for member of that group, that is positive reference group, where there is the member has positive response for all the members of that group. And next is the negative reference group. These groups we do not want to be identified with also serve as sources of self-evaluation, and a person might, for example, try to avoid resembling members of a particular religious group or a circus group, a group rejected by or in opposition to ego's own group. It is the enemy or the negative group. In negative reference group, the groups where we do not want to be identified with that group, and when we don't want to identify ourselves for member of a group, and when we are denying the membership of a group, that is known as negative reference group. And where there is the group members has negative response for that group. Suppose when we are member of a circus group, when we are member of a group, there is no will or no wish for membership of that group, and our situation depends, and when our situation bounds to do that things, and because of our situation we are working in a group, then we have negative response for that group. For example, when some people are working in sexual activities and they are providing sexual support for the people, and they are no interest for doing that work, but they are forcefully engaged in that type of work, some persons, and so that they are don't want to get identification of themselves as a member of that group. That is negative response group, where there is the members response is negative for a membership of that group. Reference groups provide points of comparison by which to evaluate attitudes and behavior. A consumer can either be a member of a reference group like family or aspire to belong to a group. In first case, the individual is said to be in a membership group, and in the second, the individual is part of an aspiration group. There is also aspiration group. In reference group, when provide points of comparison which to evaluate the attitude and behavior of the members of that group. And when a consumer can either be a member of a reference group like a family, and they have aspire to belong to that group, and in first case the individual who is the member of a reference group and is said to be in a membership group, and in the second the individual is part of an aspiration group. When a person is a member of a family and member of another reference group, then that is known as aspiration group, and they have aspire to belong to that group and they have interest for that group, that is known as aspiration group, and they have positive response for that group also. When an individual joins a group and then rejects the group's values, this type of group is a disclaimant group for the individual. If an individual avoids the membership of a certain group, this type is called as dissociative group, and this means reference groups can also be viewed negatively. And in negative response of reference group, when an individual joins a group and after joining then reject that group's values, norms and rules and regulations of this type of group, and this is known as disclaimant group for that individual. And when if an individual avoids the membership of a certain group, and this type is called dissociative group, and which means there is reference groups can also have negative view. When a person is denying the membership of a certain group, then that is also known as dissociative, that is negative response of the members of that group. Next we will discuss about importance of reference group. The concept of reference groups is important for understanding socialization, conformity and how people perceive and evaluate themselves, especially in relation to the self. That is importance of reference group. When we are going to the concept of reference group, which is very important for understanding the socialization. First is socialization, and then is conformity, and then is how people perceive and evaluate themselves. It means we have to socialize. When we are living in a social group, there is need of socialization, and there is different process of socialization. And when we are member of a social group, if we are not socialized, then we cannot adjust a life in our society, and all the people, those who are living in our society, they cannot accept us as a member of that group. And when we are not socialized, then we cannot follow the rules, regulations, norms, values of the society. And because of following these rules, norms, values and customs of society, we have to socialize. And socialization is an important factor of reference group. And when we are in a reference group, or we have membership in a reference group, and we have to need a socialization, and when we are socialized, then we can maintain, we can adjust our membership, or we can adjust with all the members of a reference group. And also there is conformity, and when we are a member of a group, then we have to make confirmation for membership of that group, because in reference group there is two types of reference group. One is positive response and second one is negative. When we are member of positive reference group, then we have positive response for that group. But when we are in negative reference group, it means when we are in a group but we have no interest for membership of that group, then we are in dissociative group. When we are not satisfied with that group, and when we have no interest, we are denying the membership of that group, or we are avoiding the membership of that group, that is dissociative or negative reference group. And there is conformity in reference group, and which is very important, because we have to confirm when we are a member of that group, because when we are working in a member of a specific group, then we have to work on achieve the goal, objective of that group. And when we have no confirmation of membership of that group, then we cannot achieve the goal and objective of that group, or we cannot work on the objective and goal of that group. Because of achievement of goal and objective, we have to conformity, and also we have to respond that group, and also we have to socialize when we are member of a reference group, and also we have to perceive and evaluate ourselves. And when we cannot perceive or we cannot evaluate ourselves, then we cannot find out our problems, we cannot find out our needs, and we cannot find out our activities which is wrong and which is right. And first of all, we have to evaluate ourselves and we have to perceive ourselves. After that, we can member of a reference group and we can achieve the goal and objective of that group. After that, we can be a member or we can be active member of a reference group, and there is need of these important factors for working as a membership of reference group. Then we will discuss about functions of reference group. What are the different functions and what are the different activities of reference group? And first is, they serve a normative function by setting and enforcing standards of conduct and belief. And first is when we are working in a reference group or when we are member of a reference group, there is the reference group serve as a normative function by setting and also enforcing the standards of conduct and the belief of the members of that group. Then is they also perform a comparison function by serving as a standard against which people can measure themselves and others. And also the reference group also perform comparison function when the reference group is serving as a standard against the people, those who are member of that group, and it can measure themselves and others also. And when we are working in a reference group or when we are a member of reference group, then we have to measure ourselves and we have to evaluate ourselves. After that, we can monitoring and evaluate others, because when we are not aware about our activity, not aware about our activities which are wrong and which are right activity, then we cannot know the activities or we cannot evaluate the activities of others, and we cannot monitoring and evaluate the what is wrong and what is right in others members. And when we are in a reference group or when we are performing a membership of reference group, there is comparison function by serving the standard against those people which people can measure themselves, and also they can measure the other members of that group. Then they serve not only as sources of current evaluation but also as sources of aspiration and goal attainment. And also the reference group are not working only on sources of evaluation and current situation, but also evaluation as sources of aspiration and goal attainment. What we are doing for achieve the goal of that group and what we are doing for achieve the objective of that group, and as a means of anticipatory socialization, which is according to the socialization process, that is anticipatory socialization process. When we are in a reference group, there is need of socialized, and when we are doing or when we are a member of a reference group, we have to socialize ourselves. After socialize, we can be a member of reference group. And a person who chooses to become a professor or a lawyer begins to identify with that group and becomes socialized to have certain goals and expectations. For example, if a person who choose to become a professor or lawyer, and a person who want to be a professor or who want to be a lawyer, they have to start their identify, or they have to start their identity with that type of group, and they have to make relationship with that type of group, in which group they can start their professional career. And when a person is want to work in a group, and if a person want to be a lawyer, then they have to contact with that type of group members. And also the person becomes socialized to have certain goals and expectations. And if a person want to be a professor or want to be a lawyer, then they have to socialize like that type of professionals. And also they have to maintain certain goals, and they have some expectations as a professional career in professor or as a lawyer. And they have some certain goals, and they have to achieve the goal. And for achievement of that goal and objective, they have to work on that. And if they will not work on that, or they will not work towards achieve the goal, then they cannot be a professor, they cannot be a lawyer also. So they have to socialize as like as their career, and after that they can achieve their goal and they can achieve their expectations also. This is all about today's lecture. In this lecture we have discussed about the reference group, and what is reference group, what are the importance of reference group, what are the functions of reference group, what are the types of reference group. Like we have discussed about the positive response group and negative response group. And in positive response group, there is positive response of the members of that group, and in negative response group there is negative response, like the members of that group, they don't want to be a member, they don't want to be make identification as a member of that group, and there is negative response of that members. And in our previous video lecture we had discussed about primary group and secondary group, and you can know about the reference group from this lecture. And in next lecture we will discuss about some other parts like in group and out group and formal and informal group. Thank you, keep watching, have a great day.